What's going on? My name is Amy. Welcome to the channel. I am in month 8 of a day trader, and in today's video I'm giving you 2 more ways I have found to create a more stress-free way to day trade. So I primarily like to scalp trade, momentum, low float, small cap stocks. And I talked about in my last video doing some mechanical day trading using ChatGPT. I did a little bit of that today just to kind of keep playing it out. Didn't have any wins on that one today, but it's kind of just like something fun to do. But primarily what worked today was more of what I was doing on scalp trades. So I ended the day on green, nothing too crazy, a couple of bucks, but yay, we'll take green any day, every day. And primarily, the only thing I traded, as I'm sure you can guess, VWAV, which is still going nuts back here. Kind of wish I just bought and held. That would have been a smart play if ChatGPT had mentioned that one this morning, which it didn't, but I saw it on Russ Cameron's scanners. And initially I bought in after hesitating, and I was like, okay, I got in at the wrong time. So I took a small loss. And then I followed my 10-second stop loss rule on the next trade. And here is one of the things that helped me create a stress-free trade around this. Not only having these 10-second stop loss, which I've already talked about on this channel, where basically I stay in the trade unless, I stay in the trade if it goes green in 10 seconds. If it's red the entire 10 seconds, that's it, I'm out, or I'm out just a little bit before that for whatever my mental stop is. And with the group today, by the way, come join us in Amy's Trading Tribe, because I'm dropping some nuggets on the Telegram group these days. Just little things I'm trying, little things that I'm working out. This 10-second stop loss, some people have already said it's helped them minimize losses, which is an important way to the road to profitability, right? So link down below to come join us on the Telegram group. But anyways, the primary thing that has worked for the stress-free trading, and I've just started doing this literally today, because I think I was testing last week and I never actually got any orders filled. So today was really the first day using TradeStation, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of slide here. If you guys can see the red and blue columns here, basically TradeStation has what's called a matrix, and on Thinkorswim they call this the ladder. I like to call it the ladder, it just makes more sense to me. It looks like a ladder. And on one side you've got the ability to place your mouse and hover, and what'll happen is it'll just all of a sudden say, oh, you want to buy 20 limit at whatever price, right? And what I decided to do was to combine the old school bracket orders I used to do on Thinkorswim, where I'd put in all 3 things like entry, limit order, stop loss, and my take profit level, and I'd bracket them all in one order. Problem with that, if you're a scalp trader, is way too slow, right? And of course, you know, your stop isn't going to work in pre-market, but for today's purposes, I was trading after the bell, so I was able to, use the stop if I wanted to. On this particular way of trading, I didn't though, because primarily I'm just trying to buy on the dip where I think I would get stopped out. So in these momentum stocks, a lot of times, you see them run up, and everybody's tendency initially is chase it, get in quick, we're gonna miss the move. If you think that thought, let me tell you, you've missed the move. Because usually when something runs up that fast, by the time you're actually executing, and even if you're using hotkeys like I am, you oftentimes are just getting in way too high, right? What happens? It turns around and dumps, hits your stop, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, well, I'm out. Then it turns around and goes back up, right? How many times has this happened to you? Yeah. So what I've been doing is I'll look at my chart over here. I use Robinhood for charts. I use TradeStation to trade on. And a lot of people have been asking about TradeStation. Super fast, executing orders, no commissions. I do pay $11 a month for this data, okay, level 2 and time and sales. But anyways, it's worth it. And what I'm doing is I'm looking, and I have a 10-second chart and I have a 1-minute chart that I'm primarily looking for entry, okay? So with entry, you want to find that sweet spot of, okay, I'm not so far away that I'm going to miss the next leg up, But I also want to be in a safe place where, okay, say this stock runs up, I don't want to buy too high, because if it comes back down and then it just keeps coming down, maybe I just didn't pick the right spot. So a lot of times I'm looking for maybe like a 50% retracement in order to get in. And by retracement, I mean, like, say your candle on your 1 minute, let's just look at VWAV. Here we go. Okay. So like, it's kind of forming a nice good green candle over here. And it's like, I'll look at it and I'll say, okay, we've got several greens. We started at 1085 and we went all the way to like 1167. So what's in the middle there? Somewhere around like 1130 something, 1140. And I'll kind of watch level 2 to see like what levels are holding. And that's kind of where I'll make my move of, okay, let me just put my little, order over here. And all you got to do on TradeStation is find the decimal area that you want. Like, let's say I wanted 1132. I would just click on that and it would set my order up. And on this platform, it'll tell you like order filled. Like, okay, cool, I'm in the trade, right? From then on, I'm using hotkeys. And so today what worked was 2 of my 4 trades were green on VWAV. And on all 4 trades, I used the hotkeys to scale out. Well, actually, I should just say sell out. I didn't add to the positions today because the moves were so fast. In the ones that either worked or didn't work, didn't matter. The moves were so quick. I'm talking 2 seconds to 10 seconds that I just, kind of looked for the green and said, you know what? We just shot way up like 30 some cents a share. I'm out. Like, I'm just taking my money and running. And those 2 green trades, that worked perfectly. I missed a little bit of some of the move on one of them, but not a lot. And it immediately did a topping tail and came down hard. So I was just glad I got out for a win, because if you hold too long on these, like, that's it. You've lost all your gains and then you're negative. So that's one of the ways that I feel like has helped me to trade a little less, with a little less stress, is to use these ladder entry, right? Because then I'm not chasing and I'm not trying to hit the button so fast on my hotkeys that, like, let me make sure I get in here, because even when I think I'm fast on the hotkeys, like, instantly see the number on the level 2 that I want to get in at, there's still that half a second delay, plus a little bit of a spread. Most of these stocks lately that I've been trading have been good with spreads. Like, we're talking a couple cents, nothing crazy. But in case there's that moment where there is a spread, and it jumps from a 2-cent spread to an 8-cent spread and you're using hotkey. I mean, it's better, in my opinion, to really have a level that you want to get in at and say, okay, if the stock comes to this level, fill me. And that's kind of like, I feel like my best strategy with scalp trading is actually doing that. And maybe that's not true to scalpers or whatever. Maybe they're just constantly, and that's fine. Maybe one day I'll be there too. But for right now, it's less stress and it's less overanalyzing and hesitation. Now, I will say, just because I put that limit order there to buy doesn't necessarily mean I leave it there. If it starts getting away from me too far, I might cancel it, move it up a little. Today, there was a turning point where I started to see a red candle forming on the 1 minute chart. And I was like, nope, cancel. So I canceled that order. And I was correct. It kept going down and it would have put me either at about my stop loss or just above it. It was a little bit too risky to kind of stay with that order. So I was like, cancel, and then I had a second chance where it actually did come back later to get in. And I did get in at a higher price, but I think it's better when you have that gut feeling like to cancel it, do it, right? And I have that set up as a hotkey as well, where I can just boom, cancel all orders. So that is one of the things that's really, I feel like, part of my game changer strategy. Through the month of July, I've gone through like a big learning curve, it feels like. I've been watching Ross Cameron day trade live all month. And then part of last month, I think, was when I joined the Warrior Trading. And I paid for the monthly stream. This will be the last couple of weeks. I think I've got till like August 18th. Last few weeks, I'll watch him trade. But I feel like just watching has helped me become a better trader, whether I'm just getting new ideas or watching how somebody is a professional at that level and handles, big losses, or knows what to do when, you're green. It's like, okay, you add like things like that. And today I saw myself executing in a way that was with more confidence in getting out from under red. Like I was red most of the morning, and something in me kind of had that Ross mentality of like, I'm gonna dig myself out, and it wasn't red that much, but I'm also not trading with such big share size that it's easy to come back up per se. But two of my scalp trades, 2 of the 4, were enough to tip the scales. Even with the mechanical trades, which I didn't lose much on, so a total of 6 trades, even though I took losses on those, I only had 2 winners out of 6 today, and I got enough profit to dig myself out and end up on green. So I feel like from watching Ross, who today was not his day, but I've seen him in the past dig himself out from being down, like negative $16,000 or something, and he'll work his way back up and he'll keep trading, and it just has that mindset of like, belief and confidence in himself. So I think that that's helped me this month as well. To cap off the other thing though, with the stress-free, I talked about mechanical trading. In a way, it's less stress to trade that way. But really the other thing today for me was I pulled up, and I don't even know, I think it was on recommended videos on YouTube. I didn't even go looking for this, but there was an affirmations video that popped up on my news feed, and I just decided to play it. And it was Louise Hay. She's gone now, rest in peace, but she was a personal development speaker, author. She talked about like loving oneself, having an abundance mentality, prosperity thinking, that kind of stuff. And there's something like super soothing about her voice that when she was speaking on this video, it just put me in this like calm state of mind. She's saying stuff in the background. I don't even remember what she said. I was just playing it after like my first or second loss this morning. And instead of feeling like, dang it, I was just kind of like, and I felt my whole demeanor, my whole inner self just sort of calm down. And I think that helped me to keep going today and trade as many times as I did without reservation about that. Whereas normally I'd say, you know what, I've had 3 losses, I should probably walk away. But I looked at the fact that I hadn't hit my max loss for the day. I was trading with very tight risk management, and I felt good about continuing to trade, and there was something worth trading. So I think all these factors kind of put together have really helped me to grow in this month of July. And if I could put it down in just terms of, if you just want to hear like, well, what's your strategies? Which I think is just like 10% of trading, guys. Like 90% mental game. Okay, but 10%, I would say starting to use hotkeys. That actually started for me June 26th or 28th, one of the two. So very end of June, started using hotkeys, but I was still on dummy old Schwab's Thinkorswim. And I believe it was like a couple of days after that was when I made the switch to TradeStation. So TradeStation, the jump over there, enabled me, or has been enabling me, to get in at better entries and out fast without issues, okay? Like, I think it was maybe happened one time where there was a delay getting out of a trade, and it was nothing like Schwab where it would just sit there and never execute, nothing like that. So TradeStation for the win, hotkeys, ladder entry orders is now part of my trifecta here of what's been working in July. And actually I could say there's 4 things here. The 10-second stop loss was part of July's trading, where I said, okay, get in the trade. If it's not red, if it's not going green in 10 seconds, that's it. I got in at the wrong time. Doesn't mean it's the wrong stock. Doesn't mean I'm a terrible trader or anything like that. No. Just for what I like to get in at, my strategy is buy the dip, as best as I can figure out where that retracement might be. And then surge. I look for that, you buy the dip and then you expect, in the scenarios where it works in your favor, you expect once you buy in that almost immediately the stock goes back up, because you're buying at like a certain support level that a lot of buyers are going to step in at. So that's kind of one of the things with the 10-second is just make sure you're where you should be on that. If you're buying on a dip and it's the MACD's negative, the 1-minute candle's red, the 5-minute candle's red, no. Like, I don't get in on those ones. At that point, I wait for recovery. The stock has to come back to all those things being green. or else I just walk away for the day. So anyways, those are the things working for now. Hope that you find this helpful with the stress-free tips for trading. And let me know, are you practicing any of these things in your own trades? Feel free to share what's working for you. Come check us out, Amy's Trading Tribe on Telegram. We are 525 people in there now. It's really grown a lot. A lot of help is there for you if you're looking for just people to talk to and support, if anything else. And then also my day trading resources down below, which I'm going to add the affirmations video, do that right after this. I'm going to add the affirmations video by Louise Hay that I listened to this morning that put me in a calm state of mind and helped me to execute and end up green on the day. So look for that video. If you already have signed up, make sure to go back to the link because it's a working Google Doc link when you put your email and you get to the page. Just make sure you bookmark that because I'm constantly adding to it. So anyways, guys, take care. I'll see you in the next one.